Greetings all, it's Max, and we're back, and we're doing another, I guess you call it, Christian movie review. That's what the rap that they give it, called Rumors of Wars from 2014. What is this movie? This movie is the beginnings of the setup of the New World Order, and then it does two timelines at the same time, and it also covers after the New World Order kind of runs everything. Two different timelines. It was directed by Paul Tombarello, who really hasn't done much of anything, and also written by Paul Tombarello. Yeah, well, this movie had a little bit of a budget, so they had a little bit better costumes, and the acting overall and things weren't bad, but it's hard to tell when you're switching between what's going on previously to what's going on in the future. I'm not sure which timeline is supposed to be. I guess the future timeline is what's supposed to be going on right now, and they flash back to the past. So, I'll have to read the bigger synopsis down here. Rumors of Wars is a film with two converging storylines, the first one centering around an aspiring college journalist named Roxy, Jennifer Cooper, who finds herself searching for answers when she investigates end-time prophecies for a term paper. Recording her research in a diary, her findings prove to have more of an impact than she could ever have imagined. Her diary is discovered years later in the rubble of a post-apocalypse society filled with decay and violence. With the truth of what really happened to the world in its pages, the book finds its way into the hands of an officer named Shaw, Ben Davies, in the New World Army. But what will he do with his newfound truth? So initially, in the pre-timeline, there's terrorist attacks that are getting blamed on fundamentalist Christians. And of course the grand idea then is to, they start rolling out the chip, and at first it's sort of voluntary, and then it later turns over to be mandatory, and that's in the pre-timeline. And it's kind of sort of the setup of the the New World Order, and then in the second, the future or the present timeline is your post-apocalypse, where they're going after everybody who doesn't take the chip, and then they, of course, round them up and execute people and do all that. And apparently, now I have to go to another one here, and this is going to be on Christian Film Database. Now, these guys are funny because I don't know what movie they watch, but let's read the description here for Rumors of Wars. Rumors of Wars is a post-apocalyptic war drama combined with intense investigative thriller. Okay. Years into the future, Captain Shaw discovers a book that contains an old photo of his dead father. I didn't get that was his dead father, but I guess it does make sense. Maybe they deleted that scene or something? Because what happens is, in one of the terrorist attacks, I thought it was the Roxy girls, the college student's father. That's kind of who I thought it was. Turns out that was her fiance, apparently. And the reason Captain Shaw is part of the New World Order and part of the policing agency is because he's mad that he thinks the Christian fundamentalist killed his dad in the attack. Well, that makes perfect sense, but I must have missed that part in the movie. Instead of incinerating it with the rest of the Christian propaganda he and the Alliance are out to destroy, he keeps it, discovering it's the diary of a college student named Roxy, a girl in today's time who seeks to document the dark truth behind the terrorist attack that killed her fiancé. Okay, like I said, I must have missed it. As Shaw reads her diary years later, he too sees truth about the conspiracy that started at the end of the world, realizing he is on the wrong side, and while they both find the truth, will they be able to escape the lies without being killed? See, that pretty much, when I have to read three different plot synopsises after I've seen this movie twice, to actually understand what is going on in the movie, there are some problems with the movie. Okay, there's some problems with the movie. Now, first off, Roxy's in college. If this is her fiance that dies, where's the kid? There is no little baby Captain Shaw, and that would actually imply that the mother would be Roxy when she wasn't pregnant in the movie. So I don't know if any of that makes any sense. So Rumors of Wars. I get vibes of the movie called Equilibrium with Batman in it. Very much the same thing, except in Equilibrium, they were shooting anybody who has any sort of culture and burning stuff, burning artwork. If you replace that with, you can't take the chipper if you're a Christian, it's kind of the same thing, except Equilibrium was actually good. Rumors of War has a 4.6 on IMDb. Over on PureFlix here, it has a 3.5 out of 4 stars. No way. No way. Was this movie terrible? No, it wasn't terrible. And it did have a budget. It had a budget of like $1 million. What do we have here? Details. Yeah, $1 million estimated. And it did have a theatrical release, and they probably will make a sequel. Oh, but was it good? Good might be a stretch. 4.6 out of 10. I'd do a 5.5 out of 10 for this movie. Like I said, the acting wasn't bad, and I was basically entertained. I just couldn't figure out what was going on. When you do time skips like that, you have to age the actors a little bit. I mean, they did it a little bit. But if Paul Davies' character, right, that's his name, right? No, Ben Davies, Shaw 408 character, is like early 20s in this. So if that's the case, you have to age the other actors by like 20 years so you can figure out what's going on. It's like, okay, it's the post-apocalyptic setting and stuff like that, but the actors are like the same. They don't look that much different. Everyone does, like I said, a good job. We got Eric Roberts, who, the guy's in his early 70s, and he makes like 30 movies in a year. I like Eric Roberts, though. He's in a lot of these movies. So it is hard to figure out what's going on, and it is disjointed a little bit. And like I said, I had to read 3 different synopsises to kind of piece together what's happening. Now, maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention to the movie. I kind of do other things as these are playing. I don't have time to sit and watch movies all day long. So I'm usually doing some other things as I'm watching the movie. Maybe I missed some stuff, but a lot of the comments seem to indicate the same thing. Amazingly, everyone was mad that there's Christianity in it. It's like, well, there really isn't. There isn't any Bible preaching really in here. It's just a group of Christians. The main thing was about the diary, which I thought the diary was a Bible that just had blank pages in it where she was writing stuff down. But no, it was just her diary. So that's the basic quick rundown of Rumors of Wars. Like I said, I've seen it a couple of times, and I read the synopsis before I do these reviews, and I go, really? That's what's going on? See, I was originally going to give it like a 6.5, but then after reading the synopsis as to what I should have seen in the movie, no, I'm going to go 5.5. No, because it doesn't, I didn't see the major plot points from these synopsises in the movie. So that's what I got. I'll bring up Eric Roberts here for fun. Eric Roberts is like 72 years old. Okay. Look at all these movies he's got. 2018. Post-production means he's already done them. 2019, post-production. 2018, 2019, 2017. Look at all the stuff this guy does. He does like everything. That's just 2018 right there. Now you got 2017. This guy works more now than he did when he was like in the 80s and sort of big and famous. I just thought that was kind of funny. Here's the director, Tom Borello. He's done really not much of anything. So that's sort of what you get. It is on PureFlix, and I watched it on Netflix, and I would be sure that it's probably still on Netflix too if you wanted to check it out. Not worth spending money to see, but yeah. And it's not bad, like bad that it's good. It's decent. 5.5 out of 10 for Rumors of Wars. Some people are really like it though, and some people really hate it. It's kind of how these go. So yeah, with that, we're gonna be out here.